Moving on to something that's very similar, and it's great that we have you on here so we can kind of talk about the differences, is the Novae Money Loans section of the site and the offerings that we have. Can you tell us the difference between the Novae Money Loans option and the Novae Money Business Funding option? And also, who is the loans best for opposed to the business funding option?
Well, a lot of times, maybe individuals aren't really needing money to start, a business. Maybe it's to get a kid through college. Maybe it's, to do some things around the house, get a new deck, whatever the case may be. So the Novae Money Loans is for those individuals who, may be in the need of some funding for different reasons, outside of getting, startup capital to kind of, get their business off the ground. So that's really who this product is for. And obviously we're not dealing with the two other aspects that I talked about earlier as it relates to business funding, the assets and the revenues. All we're dealing with there is that individual's personal credit. Because the reality is most people only care about their credit because they want some type of funding anyway. And so we wanted to add this extra, platform because we helped a lot of people, improve their credit and scores, but really didn't give them the final piece of that avenue or a place to where they could actually obtain some funding. And, we've negotiated with a lot of different lending partners, to kind of let them know our story and what we're doing. So some of their terms and their limits and their conditions have been altered because they know what type of client we're bringing to the table. And as we grow, those relationships are only going to get better where we're able to do a lot of other unique and different things in the industry moving forward. So again, the Novae Money Loans is strictly for somebody who may need may need some type of funding for anything outside of business in and of itself.
Man, I tell you that response, man, was just ingenious. I think we're gonna offer a product called Mr. Mitchell in your pocket. Right? so when somebody has a question on some of this stuff, they can just pull out their phone, press a button, and you'll hop out the phone and you'll give them answers. Just give it up. Because this stuff is ingenious. Just to imagine how many people need this. And I'm so incredibly proud, man, just to say I know you, because I know both of us, we come from very similar backgrounds, and to go from, somebody who didn't know much about money at all and being broke, pretty much our entire childhood, to now being able to transform lives across this country, man. It's definitely an honor and a privilege to be connected to you, because this stuff is changing lives. So it's important to understand, everybody, that in order to offer the Novae Money Loans option, you must be an affiliate on the Affiliate Program Plus level, okay, as well as these other advanced products and services. We've talked about several so far, and we're going to get into the different levels here shortly. But in order to offer these additional services outside of the Novae Money product and the credit builder, you must be on the Affiliate Program Plus level to be able to be compensated and offer these. As a matter of fact, you can offer them if you're not there, but you just won't get compensated for it. Okay, so that's important to understand. Now, you'll be able to access these several lending platforms through your members lounge under Novae Money Loans. So if you are an Affiliate Program Plus member, when you log in, you'll see a tab that says Novae Money Loans, and there are going to be 3 sections: personal loans, auto loans, and student loans. Okay, personal loans, auto loans, and student loans. When your customer receives, and what they'll do is they'll go in, and if you're trying to apply for something, you can choose one of those categories, or you can, log into your portal with a customer and let them choose the categories. They can go ahead and submit their information. Okay, when your customer receives funding, what we need you to do is email us to inform us so we can get you the credit for your volume dollars to your organization. Seth, could you talk about what happens when they go to these portals and choose the forms to submit, and why this is great for the customer, why it's great for the affiliate to have the opportunity to offer it as well?
Sure. All right. So on the personal loan side, what happens there is that we'll take that individual's information and see exactly where we need to submit them in terms of the funding that they're needing, the funding resources that they're looking for. On the auto loan side of things, they actually can go in and, whether they're trying to refinance or actually purchase a new car, get pre-approved. And, I didn't realize this the first time I bought my car. But going to a dealership with your funding already taking place and you already know how much you can kind of buy gives you a lot more leverage when it comes to negotiating. You don't get in the finance room and get kind of taken advantage of once you fell in love with a vehicle. So this whole auto loan thing, you can go ahead and get pre-approved for a particular car. That happens instantaneously. So you'll find out as soon as you submit your information, you'll get offers. If you ever did anything like Quicken Loans or something like that, same similar type of platform there with the rates and, the loan amounts that you're actually approved for. And the student loans, it works both ways. There's a lot of individuals probably on the call tonight or people that that have student loans and need to refinance them. Like, it's a big push for that. And again, we wanted to make sure that we were offering people, an opportunity not only to be able to help somebody out, but obviously as an affiliate to be able to get compensated on the back end, for probably your friends and family that need to refinance their student loans, or they're getting ready to go to college and they need, some type of loans. I mean, I was in that situation. Matter of fact, that's how I kind of ran into Mr. McDaniel because I couldn't afford to stay at Auburn at that particular point in time and had to come back to West Georgia. But, all things work out for a certain reason. So I definitely, can understand and relate to individuals and, having that funding in place or being able to take advantage of those student loans will allow, individuals to be able to, move forward in their life. So we just wanted to, be able to offer products and services to be able to help facilitate some of those things. And it's so the auto loans and the student loans are a very simple process. You just go fill out your information, put in your credentials in terms of, your personal identifiable information, and that spits it right out. And again, on the personal loan side, we want to make sure that we're directing and sending you to the right place based on the type of loan or what you're needing the money for. So we'll follow back up once you submit over your information, again, to have probably 5-10 minute conversation just to figure out exactly what you're looking to do. And then we can move forward based on your situation. All of these things, this is very, very key as well. You need to at least have a 680 credit score. So if you look at it as a marketing thing, again, if somebody's all excited about the Novae Money Loans, but they're at a 500, guess what? You just relate them back to the Novae Money credit product to get them to the 680 and then roll them back into being able to qualify for the Novae Money Loans option once they get there. So I don't want anybody to come and they just start submitting everything and you're at 500 because you won't qualify for any of these products. The 680 is the minimum credit score requirement across the board. Some of them you can get through with a 650, but I'm just saying 680 to keep it simple. So that way everybody will kind of have, expectations set there as well.
Awesome. Appreciate that information, that specific information. So it's definitely good that everybody heard that directly from you. Sophia had a question. I'm not really taking questions right now, but I just saw this when I was looking back at the feed. It'll be good for you to address this. She said, does submitting info for those loans affect your credit score?
No. It's a soft inquiry credit pool. The only time that it affects your credit score if you decide to go along with one of the offers. At that point, they will pull what they call a hard inquiry on your credit. So submitting over your information initially it won't affect your credit score whatsoever.